KT can snowball off.
Peter putting the unbreakable down, going to get knocked up, almost falls, but dashes away. Ginger dashes in with the audacious charge, managed to pick up the kill, able to survive as well, but Dogdam dashing forward for it. Honkyu's going to have to flash the wall, but Cuz is on the chase. The Wukong finds the kill in the jungle, 2-1 KT. In Worlds goes Honky, dives onto the backline, but the Cyclone already takes down one. Doggo so late to this battle. Cuz looking for that flash across the wall and dashes to the Grubs. Call to the Forge God from Driver, lands the knock up onto 2, but he's so low, gets another double knock. Unbreakable is not enough to stop Ginger with a crescent guard, but look at the damage coming out from KT right now. They'll find 2, Ginger force low. CFO trying to respond, but Doggo and Kaiwing are forced away. Cuz looking at that second Cyclone, lands it. Doggo caught out first. The equalize on the backline. Nami has to flash away. BDD finds him with an unraveled Earth through Hongju, trying to get in to the backline to get damage on Peter. He'll find one, but he's burnt where he stand. Roast grab it for dinner for Perfect as KT once again with the seismic shove. He'll pay for it with his life. The equalizer on the backline, though, is going to find another. Peter looking for more with the Winter's Bite, and the stun on Hongju allows Dogdam to get his second.
Does save that from being a complete
chase under the tower. Doggo falls first, the turret falling low. Dogdam was taken out by the tower with Doggo's assist.
But definitely this is a team that will find them, but I think they're getting caught.
Man, this frontline brawl, I'm loving it. Glacial Fisher onto 2. The Oysters are falling as KT collapse. Driver stunned up, put another pearl on the necklace. KT as 2 more Oysters fall. Huge crit chance and have a huge amount of damage as they find the pick him onto Peter. Tidal wave down. Peter's going to stand beside his teammate, but Hongju puts him in his place. CFO find the pick. TP coming out from Perfect. Hongju looking for a little bit more. Cyclone from Cuz just to try and distract and dissuade the engage from CFO, but a great knockback onto Ginger means that Cuz goes on a rampage. Driver now on the retreat with the rest of the Oysters, but KT are not letting them escape easily. Doggo onto Dogdam! 80 for 80 and Hongju adds another. Flame spitter from Perfect with that Seekers goes golden, but then goes pop. CFO find one. The dive in from Cuz onto Driver. They'll get one in response. Ginger forced away. A weirding from Hongju, but BDD's on the flank as he looks for the damage. Can't quite find it with that threaded volley. CFO being shepherded down towards this bottom side. Ginger looking for the engage. Doggo dived on, pops the barrier, but then it's put in the dirt. The dive as well from BDD.
30 seconds and oh, here we go.
Diving from Ginger. Flash call to the Forge God from Driver. Get the knock up. Oh, Driver, that was gorgeous, but on the back line. Perfect, and Cuz dive in with the Cyclone. They find 2 for it. CFO pulled the trigger, but KT's reaction was absolutely sublime. They'll wipe away CFO. Gives him a love tap as the Nexus falls, and KT go 1-0 up in this quarterfinal.
It's a great start here for lane, it does feel like.
Now BDD's gonna flash just to kill Kaiwing. Flash here wasn't enough.
Moving over there, though, I feel like this would be such a tough approach.
Great hook again onto Ginger. Is going to put the subjugate down. Flash forward from Perfect. Depth charge onto Hongju as well. But Ginger.
But there we go!
Depth charge. They get the knock up. The quickness comes out, but it's not in time. Peter claims the kill, calling Captain Hook. He starts up the red. There's the hook, and Ginger in the jungle sent to an early grave. A 4th for KT. They ruled the rip. They'll look for the engage. A Cataclysm alongside BDD. Enough. It's a shellacking for KT.
Ginger by kicking out one of the legs, but Perfect might lose this.
Killer coming out. There's a Killer Instinct as well with the quickness. Everything invested. Perfect falls the shutdown to Doggo by Dogdam as they look for the chase. Depth charge onto Hongju. Everyone survived. Dodged by the Cataclysm. Hongju not in the redemption in time. CFO lose their mid laner. Dodge down onto Ginger. The pillar does not really going to stop anyone getting in, but a good quickness out from Kaiwing distracts the rest of KT. Kaiwing trying to dash back, but he's taken out by Dogdam. 1 down so far. KT can advance. Oh, a great hook again. Peter, what are you? He constantly finds the picks, and now CFO picked apart.
Hongju has no teleport and he's still dead.
He goes for it again. Rest steps in front of the bullet for Doggo. The knock back onto Peter, though, now slammed into the wall, and the rest of KT unable to respond in time. Doggo diving onto the backline. Killer Instinct flashes the barrier. Doggo gets the shutdown. Cuz Perfect and BDD still alive. Not much mana on BDD, though. They'll still be able to kill off Kaiwing. Hongju and Ginger need to do it all. All their engage tools have been used. Cuz diving onto that backline. Cuz taken out by Doggo. Perfect looking for it as well. But this dog who let him out, Perfect, shows him where the cage is at. Puts him back to the fountain. Only Hongju left alive. As Perfect, BDD, Dogdam and Peter collapsed. quickness and the ground entrance, but with a flash away from BDD, Perfect dives in, and the chase goes in from Cuz. Cataclysm onto the backline, the Emperor survived from Hongyu. Everyone from KT falling below half HP, but then now with the redemption, they are topped up to full. For a moment, CFO looked like they may have found the fight, but the wallets are too damn heavy. KT find the fight for a KT in dominant fashion are gonna make it 2-0. The scoreline looks at BDD, but the hearts were won by Peter. KT 1 game away from the promise, but I could be. Oh, Peter, take a medal, take a prize, impaled under the tower, but he takes the enemy mid laner down with him. Rest trying to come in from the side, he's going to get slept as well. A perfect nap for KT to collapse as Dokdam takes the kill. Kaiwing chased out, make it 3. KT secure the feats of warfare.
And Honkyu's just caught snoozing. He is taken down from long range. He was shopping.
They say don't meet your idols.
Gonna get spotted, and Peter's looking.
The sleep again. Honkyu's gonna have nightmares. Collapse from KT, and BDD claims his second.
Lead for the Rek'Sai at this point. It's just a nothing burger.
The Peacemaker doesn't find its mark. Ginger flashes finally. Finds the shutdown. Cuz now on the back foot. Ults away with that Heartbreaker. But there's the Trample Stun, a good impale through the wall. Cuz able to flash away, asleep onto that Skarner. Paddle Star just short of connecting. Spiraling Despair on BDD, Peter falling low. Peter acting as a bouncer, Rest trying to get in. Ginger going forward as well, but a good pulverize from Peter. The Drake stopped with a Temper Fate, the Sleepy Trouble Bubble not going to hit on Doggo. The Smite from Ginger finds it and impale as well. Spiraling Despair for KT is perfect. Forced to flash away, CFO find the fight, find 2. Rest dives onto the backline, gets a double knock up. Ginger still looking for the chase. A Satchel charge out into the flash, edge of it, cell won't go. Satchel Charge's gonna knock him back. Decimating Smash there as well. Rest used the tunnel. He flashes back in, and Rest just slices them where they stand. He'll pay for it with his life.
Everything does your poke
Oh my god! Oh my god, the Mega Inferno Bomb of Doom, and Ginger overstepping Peter with a great double pulverize onto the backline, and everything hits this time. Rest tries to dive in, but is put to sleep, and all he'll see are nightmares of KT. A triple in the end for Dokdam, another sleep landing, and the chase comes out from Perfect and from Dokdam. Hongchu is not done yet. Cuz will chase him down. A Heartbreaker estate. CFO, the Otacon next. TP's coming out as CFO try to up the tempo. TP out from Perfect as well as KT are going to call for a fight of their own.
And this is the scrappiness we were talking about for CFO. They don't want to give up the area. Dragons there.
Oh, the damage onto Honkyu's spiraling Despair though. Into the net. And down goes BDD. Cuz on the backline gets the reset. Another stun's going to land. And Rest has the flank. Doggers there as well. Ginger falls. And now the Skarner taken away by Cuz. Rest trying to get in. Locked against the wall. And Kaiwing and Doggo leave him for the KT Wolves. They'll get the kills. They'll clean it out. And will they turn their eyes towards the Drake?
Doesn't feel like they have that anymore.
Honkyu's the timing! Decimating Smash against the knockup. They don't kill the tower. Mega Inferno will go down as well as Honku takes a drive to his. He's trying to tunnel away, but Peter uses the minion line to try and get himself towards it. There's the knockup, there's the trample, there's the drowsy, and there's Rest.
He's able to pick up that objective, but CFO
Flash from Ginger, impale, doesn't connect, but the damage onto Cuz will stick. Meanwhile, on the backline, Doggo has to retreat. Kaiwing doing the same, Perfect still, just standing as a meat wall in front of CFO. Ginger's gonna fall first, BDD gets Honku, and now KT can smell their victory.
BDD arrives and CFO dies. The Baron is next on the table here.
You look for the soul and knock back onto Ginger, and again, it's Peter who keeps the enemy jungler at bay. Rest dives in, but the rest of his team are distracted by the cow. Now they're chased in with an unstoppable onslaught, and if that's not a name for how KT have played this series, I don't know what is. Unstoppable from KT as they march down CFO and look for the semis.
No one expected KC to be one of the teams that could push themselves forward, but at semi-finals in their eyes, their curses.
But watch as KT take the Nexus towers, the Nexus next, the KT coaster keeps on climbing for the first time in history.